Hello everyone, ARG back with some more baseball in 1995 for the Montreal Expos. We are up to a pretty good start at 12-6. Pretty happy with that. It's refreshing for sure, especially compared to last season. Today we have the Pittsburgh Pirates on the venue, so we played them already, and that was our first series of the season, except it was in Pittsburgh that we played them. They are 6-12. They are not doing as good as we are, and 2 of their 6 wins have been against us. We had dropped 2 of the first 3 games against Pittsburgh this season. Alright, I suppose we can take a look at how hurt they are. Kevin Young is hurt. Oh. Is he playing? Yeah, he's playing with it. Okay, so Kevin Young playing with a strained rib cage muscle. John Lieber is day-to-day, and he's slated to start this next start here with a strained Achilles tendon. And then Dave Dornweird is still out for 2 to 3 weeks. Feels like he's been hurt for a really long time. Alright, so we have no injuries on our side. We have health still, and that's great. So on the mound today, John Lieber is going to be on the mound for the Pirates, and we're going to go with Carlos Perez in that one. So I think I'm ready already. Not a whole lot to babbler to just say nonsense about. Alright, so we won, so I'm going to keep this lineup again. A little superstitious over here. And the Pirates are going to go with Eric Owens batting first. Marty Neff is going to be batting second and playing left field. Jay Bell, the shortstop, is going to be batting third. Kevin Young, playing hurt, is the third baseman, batting fourth. Andy Van Slyke is going to be batting fifth. He's in right field. Jerry Brooks is going to be playing as the catcher in that one. He's going to be batting sixth. Sean Green batting seventh and playing center field. And then Dave Magadan is going to be playing first base and batting eighth. In the first matchup of the series, it's going to be a 3-game series. I am planning to play all 3 games today. And of course, go Expos! Woohoo! And play ball. And I have Azzy with me again. You can see him. Looks like he's taking a bath again. It's usually a pretty good indication that he's going to take a huge nap afterwards. And if I'm lucky, he's still going to be napping by the end of this stream, and I will join him because I am tired. I'm always tired. But today it's worse. We had a pizza party at work, and I ate too much, and that's not a good idea, and now I feel kind of sleepy. But baseball comes first. Well, hockey comes first, but today it's baseball. Alright, top of the first, Eric Owens leading off here against Carlos Perez. 0-2 to him. And he struck out swinging. Sorry, the first batter of the game usually takes a while because they're saying like pre-game stuff in the little text play-by-play. Martinez comes in to bat now with 1 out. 3-1 to him. That's it, right? Oh, what a catch by John Kruk. It's sad that Jerome Allet is not there to see that, because he asked me yesterday if John Kruk was a liability in right field. So, well, look at that. That's great D right there. 2 outs now for Jay Bell. 3-1 to him. That's it to right. Again, that one falls in. Nobody could get to it, so it's a 2-out base hit for Jay Bell and the Pirates. That brings up Kevin Young. No count to him. And that's out of here. 2-0 for the Pirates. Oh boy. Alright, so Carlos Perez allows a 2-run home run to Kevin Young, who's playing with a strained rib cage muscle, which probably hurts. That didn't prevent him from blasting one in the stands. 2-0 Pirates here in the top of the first. Andy Van Slyke Now with 2 outs, 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. All right. So Carlos Perez got 2 quick outs. Then he allowed a bloop single, a blast. So it's 2-0 Pirates going into the bottom of the first. John Lieber is probably one of the only bright spot for the Pirates so far this season. He is 2-0. He only walked 3 batters in 28 innings. That's a pretty interesting stat. So he's not gonna walk anybody, or probably not. So let's get our pitch. Delino the Shields leading off. No count to him. Come on, Delino. That's it weakly to center. Sean Green is after it. He catches it for out number 1. Kirby Puckett is next. 1 and 1 to him. That's it to center. Yet again, Sean Green after it. And he catches it for out number 2. Right, John Kruk follows. 1 and 0. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first. The Expos go down in order in the first inning. And it is still a 2-0 lead for the Pirates. Jerry Brooks is now the batter. 1 and 2 to him. That's a base hit to center. Alright. Leadoff single for the Pirates. That brings up Sean Green. 1 and 2. That's it to right. It's gonna fall in front of John Kruk. That's a base hit. So 2 on, nobody out for the Pirates. That brings up Dave Magadan. 1 and 1. That's a base hit to right. Yikes. Oh, that's an error from John Kruk. Well, up to now he was not hurting me in right field, but yeah, that's not good. Alright, so that scores a run. It is 3-0 for the Pirates. Now there's 2 runners in scoring position and nobody out. John Lieber is now the batter. No count. Grounds it to short. Nobody can advance, and John Lieber is out at first for out number 1. Eric Owens is next. 0-1. That's it to right. John Kruk after it. Catches it for out number 2. The runner goes, and that is now 4-0 for the Pirates. Not good. Hey Kim, no, they do not have Barry Bonds anymore. I believe that Barry Bonds in my universe is with Oakland right now. If I am not mistaken, which is weird, but that's where he is. Alright, Marty Neff, a runner on second base, 2 outs, 1 and 2. Oh, struck out swinging. Alright, so the Pirates had 2 more. I want to say maybe. I don't remember on top of my head. I'm in the middle of a game. I can't really check without exiting. But I do know that Maguire is not exactly swinging as well as he did in real life, with or without roids. So I do remember that I looked at his numbers and I was like, oh, he's not doing better than that. But yeah, it's that's a lot of power in the same lineup for sure, if they are all there still. Kent Herbeck is going to lead off inning number 2 for us. We're already down 4 runs. That's not good. 1 and 2. Oh, that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence in center left. That's a leadoff double for Kent Herbeck. And now we have Ruben Rivera coming in to bat. A runner in scoring position, 1 and 0. Oh, is that out of here? I think it is. Oh no, it hit the top of the fence. Oh, a matter of inches. I thought that the sport of inches was hockey, but I guess that maybe it's baseball too sometimes. That's a triple so for Rivera, so obviously the runner scored. It's 4-1 now. There's still nobody out, and we have another runner in scoring position on third base with Charles Johnson, the batter now. 1 and 2. Oh, he struck out swinging. Yeah, if you're still there after my first game, let's go ahead and check the A's to see what's going on over there. All right, Jeff King, 1 out, runner on third, 2-1. That's a base hit to center. All right. It's 4-2 now. So Jeff King pulls through with a 1 out single. So we reduce the lead to 2 runs now. And we have Walt Weiss coming in to bat. Runner on first, 1 out, 0-1. Grounds it to second. Oh, they're not going for the double play, so they only got Walt Weiss out at first. And Jeff King is safe at second. Alright, so we have a runner in scoring position. There's 2 outs now. Carlos Perez is an okay batter for a pitcher, so it's not an automatic out. 1-0. That's a base hit, and it's going all the way to the fence. Look at that. It's going to be extra bases for Carlos. And he stops at second base with a double. That scores a run. It is now 4-3, thanks to our pitcher who pulls through here with a double after 2 outs. Delino the Shields is next. 2-1. Grounds it to second, and he's out. We had a decent inning. We came back to within 1, so the game is within reach. Going into the top of the third, we are down 4-3. And Jay Bell leads off the inning number 3 for the Pirates. Full count. And Walt Weiss is there to catch the pop fly in the middle of the infield, and that's out number 1. So is your work week almost over, Kim? Do you have a regular, typical job? I know mine is over, but I work pretty early in the morning. All right, Kevin Young with 1 out, 2-0. Gotcha. Right, and Young flies out to center for out number 2, and Van Slyke is next, 0-2. That's it. Weekly to center. Kirby Puckett is there. That's out number 3. My job is Monday, Friday, but it's not 9 to 5. I usually start at 5:30 in the morning, and I work until 2. And I work a lot of overtime lately as well. But I'm able to afford myself a little trip to California next week, where I'm going to go see the Sands in Anaheim and LA, so that's pretty cool. Alright, bottom of the third, we have Kirby Puckett leading off the inning for us, 0-1. Flies it to right, and that's cut there for out number 1. John Kruk is next, 0-2. And he struck out swinging. Not a great day for John Kruk. He had that great catch. Oh, cool. I've never even been to California, so I wouldn't know. It's gonna be my first foray over there. Alright, 2 outs, Kent Herbeck, 1-1. And that's a base hit to right, falls in front of Van Slyke there. That's a 2-out base hit for Kent Herbeck. The first venue I went to that was outside of Canada was I went to Fenway Park many moons ago. The Red Sox were hosting the Rockies in an interleague game. And I remember Tim Wakefield came in relief in that game for the Red Sox, obviously. All right, and I think that Denny Neagle pitched for the Rockies. I want to say that's how long ago it was. All right, 2 outs, runner on first. Ruben Rivera is next. No count. That's a base hit to center. All right, so Herbeck and Rivera are still getting hits here, and Herbeck makes it all the way to third base on the play. So now there's runners on first and third. There's 2 outs. Charles Johnson is next. Full count. That's it to center. Oh, That's cut there by Sean Green with that weird looking animation that makes it look very awkward to catch the ball. And we cannot score. We're still down one going into the top of the fourth. Jerry Brooks is leading off the fourth for the Pirates, 2-2. That's another base hit to center for him. He's 2 for 2. So much for his personal cold streak. Yeah, the snowflake is not next to his name anymore. All right, Sean Green, runner on first, nobody out, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Dave Magadan is next, 0-1. He flies it to left. Rivera's gonna be there, and he catches it. That's the second out of the inning. Oh, he threw all the way back to first, but we did not get him out there. And now John Lieber comes to bat with 2 outs. 2-2. Grounds it to short. It went through Walt Weiss's body, so looks like he tried to dive for the ball and he didn't catch it. It's just like the animation was so slow, made it look a little funny. All right, Eric Owens now, runners on first and second. There's 2 outs, no count. Oh, that's a bad pitch. That's a passed ball, actually. All right. So now there's 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs, 2-1. Oh, that's a pop fly. The Shields is there. He catches it for out number 3. All right, pretty good. All right, Jeff King leads off the bottom of the fourth for the Expos. 1-1 to him. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 1. Walt Weiss is the next batter. 1-1. Oh, that's a base hit to right. So Walt Weiss gets on base. There's 1 out, and we have Carlos Perez coming to bat. No count to him. Tries to bunt, but he misses. 0-2. Oh, that's going to be a sacrifice hit for Carlos Perez. That advances Walt Weiss to second. There's 2 outs, however, so we need a base hit from Delino De Shields, who is 0 for 2 today. 0-1. That's a base hit to left. Come on, little guy. And the game is tied. It is now 4-4 thanks to a base hit by Delino De Shields after 2 outs. The Expos are officially back in this game. Right, Kirby Puckett with Delino De Shields at first. There's 2 outs, 0-1. Come on, Kirby. That's a base hit to center. All right. The Shields stops at second base, so we have 2 on, 2 outs. John Kruk is the batter, 1-2, and he struck out swinging again. Not John Kruk's night, despite his good catch in inning number 1. He had an error and 2 strikeouts since. Alright, it's tied at 4, top of the 5th. Martin Neff, the batter. No count. Grounds it to short. And he's thrown out at first for out number 1. Again, it was one of those plays that developed super slowly, and you're like, there's no way that we're getting him out. But we did. J Bell with 1 out, 1-2. Oh, that's it well to center right. John Kruk after it. That's going to be extra bases. That's a double for J Bell. He stops at second base. So the Pirates get a 1-out double. They have a runner in scoring position. And Kevin Young is now the batter. He already has a 2-run blast in this game. 1-0. Grounds it to short. Good throw by Wise. That's out number 2. Alright, now they need a base hit from Andy Van Slyke to score the run. Full count. And he walks. Jerry Brooks is now next. 2 on, 2 outs. Full count. That's it to center. Oh, what a catch by Kirby Puckett. Getting the carpet burns on his forearms on that one. Game is still tied at 4 thanks to that great catch by Kirby Puckett. We're going into the bottom of the 5th. Kent Herbeck is going to be the next batter for us. He is 2 for 2. No count. Oh, that one is hit fairly weakly to center. Sean Green is there. That's out number 1. Ruben Rivera is also 2 for 2. 1 and 2 to him. And that's another base hit. It's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence and left. And Rivera has a stand-up double. Alright, Charles Johnson, the next batter. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. No count. Oh, they're just going to walk him. They don't want to mess with him. Which is understandable. Charles Johnson does have some pop in his bat, but the next batter is hitting .406 this season, so it's not like Jeff King is going to be an easy out. 2 on, 1 out, 2 and 2. Oh, struck out looking. Oh, that doesn't make me a happy manager when I see that. Alright, Walt Weiss, 2 outs, 2 on, 1 and 2. Oh, that's a base hit down the line and right. That's going to be extra bases for Walt Weiss. So Walt Weiss, I think that's going to score 2. And it did. Oh, Walt Weiss advances to third base on the play. So it's 6-4 for the Expos. Walt Weiss, of all people. Oh, he got nailed at third. Sorry. Alright, so that's a double for Walt Weiss. Scored 2 runs. We're up 6-4. He tried to extend that to a triple. He got thrown out there, but at least we still scored 2 runs. It is now 6-4 for the Expos. Alright, Sean Green is now going to be the batter for the Pirates. Top of the 6th, we're up 2. It's been a demanding game for both pitchers in terms of pitches. No count. Grounds it to short. Walt Weiss with a good throw. That's out number 1. Walt Weiss with a good game today. Dave Magadan is next. 1 out. 1 and 0. Tries to bunt, but he misses. 1 and 2. Hits it to center. Oh, and it's above Kirby Puckett's head. I hate that animation where it looks like they're in control. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna hurry too much. Oh, whoa, it's above my head. Alright, so that's a double for Magadan. 1 out. Joe Biasucci comes in as a pinch hitter. 1 and 2. Struck out swinging. Eric Owens is next. 2 outs. Runner in scoring position. 0 and 1. That's it to third. Jeff King with the throw, and that's out number 3. Alright, the Pirates get a runner in scoring position, but the runner does not come across to score. It is still a 2-run lead for the Expos here at Olympic Stadium. Going into the bottom of the 6th, the Pirates are now bringing in Bronson Eflin as a reliever. Do I want to continue to pitch with Carlos Perez? Maybe. He has a lot of stamina, so let's try to keep him for 1 more inning. Alright, so he's going to lead off the bottom of the 6th here. 2 and 2. That's a base hit to left. That's an opposite field single for Carlos Perez. That's the 2nd base hit of the game. That brings up the line with the Shields. No count to him. Tries to bunt, but he misses. 1 and 2 now. Oh, that's it weakly to the pitcher. Oh, that's a bad throw. So everybody's safe. There's 2 runners on, nobody out, and now Kirby Puckett comes to bat. Full count. Oh, he struck out swinging. At least he tried. That was ball 4, but it is what it is. All right, John Kruk needs something here. Alright, 2 on, 1 out. John Kruk, no count to him. That's a base hit to center. There you go. There you go. And that scores a run. It is now 7-4 for the Expos, thanks to a single by John Kruk after 1 out in inning number 6. Kent Herbeck is going to be next. 3 and 0, and he walks on 4 pitches. Kent Herbeck is having himself a nice little game. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ruben Rivera is the batter. He's 3 for 3. 0-2. Grounds it to second. And they only get the runner out at home, so we do not score on the play. It is not a double play though. There's still hope with the bases loaded still, but there's 2 outs now, so we need a base hit from Charles Johnson. No count. Grounds it to third. They get the out at second base, and we do not add to our lead despite loading the bases. It is 7-4, however, for the Expos, going into the top of the 7th, where Marty Neff leads off for the Pirates. 0-1 to him. That's it to left, and it's above Ruben Rivera's head. That's gonna be a double, leadoff double from Marty Neff and the Pirates. So runner in scoring position with nobody out. Jay Bell is next. 2-1 to him. That's another base hit to center. I think I might pull the plug on my friend Carlos. Let's see. Yeah, let's bring in Tom Gordon. All right, Tom Gordon comes in relief for Carlos Perez. He's going to be facing Kevin Young. There's runners on first and third, nobody out. 1-2 to Kevin Young. Struck out swinging. Oh, yeah. Andy Van Slyke is the next batter. Full count. Struck out swinging. Oh, and they tried to steal. That's the unorthodox double play, and that's the end of the inning. I think it was a hit and run that completely failed. Although you probably shouldn't be doing a hit and run with 2 strikes, but what do I know? I'm just a video game baseball manager, not a real life baseball manager. Alright. So Bronson Eflin is still on the mound for the Pirates. Jeff King is now the batter. Bottom of the 7th, 2-1. And that's another base hit for Jeff King. Single to center. Alright. Walt Weiss is next. He's also having a good game. Oh, Paul Wagner is now going to be the pitcher for the Pirates. 0-2. Walt Weiss just hit into a double play. He was having a good game up until then. Even now, that doesn't take out what he has accomplished. All right, we're going to pull the plug on Tom Gordon. All right. Luis Polonia is going to come and pinch it after 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. 1-2. Oh, struck out looking. That's the end of the inning. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and go with Scott Bales. I know he's tired. He can do it. Alright, Jerry Brooks is gonna lead off the 8th for the Pirates. 2-2 to him. That's it to left, and River is there for out number 1. Kyle Washington comes in as a pinch hitter. 2-0. Grounds it to third. Jeff King with the throw. That's out number 2. All right, Dave Magadan is next with 2 outs. 1-0. Grounds it to first. Herbeck takes it to first base, and that is out number 3. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Paul Wagner is still on the mound for the Pirates. Delano the Shields is leading off the 8th for us. We have a 3-run lead. It is 7-4. 1-2 to the Shields. Flies it to center, and that's out number 1. Kirby Puckett is next. 0-1 to him. That's, I think it's going to be a base hit. Yep. No, it's not. It was close, but he was thrown out. Now there's 2 outs for John Kruk. 1-2 to him. That's a base hit to center. All right, John Kruk started the game slowly, but now he has 2 hits in his last 2 at-bats. So 2 out base hit brings up Kent Herbeck to the plate. Full count. Grounds it to first, and he is out. All right. All right, time to... Alright, we're going to bring the closer, Steve Olin, to close out the game. Alright, so Paul Konerko comes in as a pinch hitter here. Alright, and he's going to be facing Olin in the top of the ninth. We are up 7-4, so save situation here for Olin. 1 and 2. Struck out looking. Your turn to have that happen to you. Eric Owens is the next batter, no count. Grounds it. That's going to be an infield single. Alright, so infield single to the shortstop. So runner on first, 1 out. Marty Neff is the batter, 2-1, sorry to him. Grounds it to second. We only get the lead runner at second base, so Neff is safe at first. There's 2 outs. We're 1 out away from another victory here with Jay Bell, the batter. No count. Grounds it to first. And that's the 3rd out. All right. We won game number 1 at home against the Pirates 7-4 after falling 4-0 into this game. So we showed some perseverance. Alright, so Carlos Perez gets his 2nd win of the season. Pitched. He did give up a lot of hits, but overall he pitched alright. I don't care if you give up a lot of hits if they don't all come back to score. That's okay. Alright. Alright, so as news, Andy Ashby threw a 5-0 shutout against the Chicago Cubs. Let's finish today, and let's go ahead and take a look at those A's and see. Doesn't look like they have McGuire anymore, but they have Fred McGriff, so not too shabby. They have Lenny Dykstra, Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, Fred McGriff, Terry Pendleton. Wow. And they're 7-10 this season. Wow. Yeah, I guess the pitchers are not all that great. But yeah, I wonder where Mark McGuire is at. Let's take a look. What? Oh, Mark McGuire is with the Orioles now. But yeah, he's not like tearing it up all that great. He doesn't have a good contact rating in my universe. He only has a 30 contact rating, so he struggles a little bit. But he's with the Orioles. All right, the A's still have a pretty interesting offense. Canseco, McGriff, Bonds, Pendleton, Lenny Dykstra to lead off. That's pretty potent right there. Ooh, all right, we're still second in the East here, so that's pretty good. So for game number 2, we're going to send Gabe White on the mound, so we're sending another lefty. The Pirates are going to go with Rod Henderson. Oh yeah, have fun. Have fun with that. Carlson, which of course is a former Sen, Burns, Vlasic, Kucher, and a couple of those guys you're not gonna get a whole lot from, or you're not. I don't know how far you are inside of the save yet, but good luck moving some of those players if you need to. Hey, I bet you could make a few Ottawa Senators fans happy by trading Carlson back to the Sens. I am not one of them, but a lot of people would gladly take Carlson back on the Sens. Alright, let's go for... How far in are you in the save? I can't imagine the Sens ownership wanting to pay him 11. Actually, it's 11.5 million that he counts for on the cap. Yeah, I can't see that happening either. You are absolutely correct. Alright, so I'm gonna keep my winning lineup in there until somebody shows that he's tired or that I lose. If I lose, I might switch somebody out. But yeah. Alright, so the Pirates for game number 2 are going to go with Sean Green, Martin F. J. Bell, Kevin Young, Andy Van Slyke, Jerry Brooks, Paul Konerko, and Naifi Perez is going to play second base in that one. Alright, play ball! Go Expos! Woo! That's 15-year-old me that's cheering happily. Alright, Gabe White on the mound, so let's see which type of start he has in him. He's usually either really good or really bad, so we'll see what he gives me here. Sean Green leads off for the Pirates, 2-0. And that's going to be extra bases down the line and left. Alright, so Pirates start with a bang with a double. So leadoff double for the Pirates. Marty Neff is now the batter, runner in scoring position. Nobody out, of course. Full count to him. Struck out swinging. J. Bell is next, 0-1. And that's cut by Ruben Rivera in left for out number 2. The runner doesn't even advance on the play. So all of a sudden there's 2 outs. There's still that runner in scoring position. Kevin Young is the batter. No count. That's it to left, and it's going to fall in front of Rivera for a base hit. And I think it's going to score a run, and it does. Alright, so that's an RBI single for Kevin Young after 2 outs here in inning number 1. The Pirates are up 1-0, but as we saw in the previous game, it doesn't mean anything. The Expos don't give up. What is it? Expos never die? What was the saying in the Goonies? Goonies never die, something like that. Alright, Andy Van Slyke, 2 outs, runner on first, no count. Oh, I think that's out of here. Yeah, it is. Alright, 2-run blast. 2-run blast for Andy Van Slyke. It is 3-0 for the Pirates in inning number 1. Looks like we might have the bad Gabe White on the mound today. 2 outs still, Jerry Brooks is the batter, 1-1. That's it to right. John Kruk is there. He catches it for out number 3. The Pirates do get 3 runs in the first inning. We are already down 3-0. Delino the Shields leads off the bottom of the first for us. Rod Henderson is on the mound. Oh, he tends to walk a lot of people. Alright, I like that. Full count to the Shields. And he walks. All right, lead-off walk for the Expos. I love pitchers that walk a lot of batters that pitch against me. I like free bases. Kirby Puckett is next. Runner on first, nobody out. 1-1. The Shields is going, and he's out. That's 1 out. 1-2 to Puckett. Grounds it to short. J Bell with the throw. That's out number 2. All right, just like that, we're down 2. Oh, we have 2 outs rather. We're down 3. John Kruk, 2 outs, 2-2. It's it weekly, and that's cut by Naifi Perez for out number 3. Nothing to talk about for the Expos much. It is still 3-0 for the Pirates. Top of the second. Paul Konarko is the batter, 2-2. That's it to right. John Kruk is underneath it. Catches it for out number 1. Naifi Perez is next, 0-2. And that's strike number 3. Struck out looking. 2 outs now for Rod Henderson. 0-2. Grounds it to short. Wall twice with the throw. That's out number 3. Thank you very much. Alright, let's do some damage in the bottom of the second here. We're going to start that with Kent Herbeck. 2-2 to him. Grounds it to second. And he's out. Alright, I guess we're going to start it with Ruben Rivera instead. Full count. Oh, struck out looking. Alright, just like that, there's 2 outs. 2 up, 2 down for the Expos. Charles Johnson is next, 2-2. Struck out looking as well. Wow. Alright, well, 3 up, 3 down for the Expos, just like that. We go down without a whimper in inning number 2. Top of the third, Sean Green is leading off for the Pirates, 2-2 to him. Grounds it to first, and Kent Herbeck takes it to first base for out number 1. Marty Neff is next, 1-1. Oh, that's it to right. John Kruk is right there, so that's out number 2. J Bell now the batter, 2-2 to him. Grounds it to third. Jeff King with the throw, and that's out number 3. The Pirates also go down in order in the top of the third. Alright, Jeff King. Jeff King. Alright, get on base. 0-2. Struck out swinging. Wow, that pitcher walks a lot of batters, but he sure strikes out a lot of mine. Wall twice with 1 out, 1-2. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 2. That brings up Gabe White. No count. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 3. Wow, we go down in order yet again. Alright, Kevin Young leads off inning number 4 for the Pirates. We are still down 3-0 here in Montreal in front of our own fans. 2-1. That's it to left. Rivera's there, and that's out number 1. Andy Van Slyke is next. 0-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Jerry Brooks is next with 2 outs, 1-1. That's it to left, and it falls in front of Rivera for a base hit. So Brooks gets on board with 2 outs. Paul Konarko is now the batter, 0-1 to him. And that's all I hear. It is a 5-0 game for the Pirates. Now it's going to start to make it hard to come back in this one. That's okay, it's my 5th starter that's struggling. You don't expect a win from your 5th starter every single time. Alright, Naifi Perez is now the batter, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Alright. Bottom of the 4th. Delino the Shield's leading off for us. No count. Oh, that's going to be a base hit all the way to defense. That's extra bases. That's also our first hit of the game. The Shield stops at second base with a double. All right, we might have something brewing here. All right, runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Kirby Puckett is the batter. 1-1. Oh, I think it's out of here. Kirby Puckett with the two-run home run. It is now a 5-2 lead for the Pirates. All right, so we grudged, or we clawed back a little bit into that lead. We're down only 3 now, bottom of the 4th. There's still time, and there's nobody out still for John Kruk. 1-0. That's it to center. What a catch by Sean Green. It is out number 1. John Kruk was robbed. Kent Herbeck is next. No count. Oh, that's popped to the catcher. Well, the first baseman gets it in foul territory. That's 2 outs now. Ruben Rivera is next, 1-0. That's it to right, but pretty much right advance like for out number 3. The Expos finally get on the board, however, thanks to a 2-run home run by Kirby Puckett. Oh yeah, who are they offering? Who is Florida offering for Carlson? All right, top of the 5th, nobody out. 2-2. Oh yeah, struck out looking. That brings up Sean Green with 1 out. No count. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out for out number 2. Alright, Martin Neff is next. Full count to him. Struck out swinging. Alright. Rod Anderson is on the mound. We have Charles Johnson at bat. Bottom of the 5th. We're still down 3. 3-1 to Charles Johnson. Grounds it to second base. And he is thrown out at first for out number 1. Jeff King is next. Full count to him. Struck out looking. Right, Walt Weiss follows. 1-2. 2 outs. Struck out looking as well. Yikes! Top of the 6th. We're still down 3. J Bell leads off for the Pirates. Full count. That's popped in foul territory. Kent Herbeck is there. That's out number 1. Alright, Kevin Young comes to bat now with 1 out, 0-2. And that's strike out. That's a strikeout, sorry. That's out number 2. Now, Andy Van Slyke with 2 outs, 2-2 to him. That's it. Weakly to center. Kirby Puckett is after it. Catches it for out number 3. Alright. Bottom of the 6th is incoming. Gabe White is leading off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bring in Luis Polonia to try to get a base hit from my pinch hitter here. Luis Polonia pinch hits for Gabe White. Rod Anderson is on the mound for the Pirates. 2-1 to Polonia. Oh, he got hit by the ball. That ought to hurt because it looks like it got him in the back. Like if it hit near the spine or where the discs are, that's probably not gonna feel very good. Delino the Shields now, the batter with a runner on first, nobody out, 2-2 to him, and he got drilled as well. I'm about to send the cavalry there. We're gonna charge the mound. Not that I know of. If you go back in the email, the options are gonna be gone more than likely, so you would have to... I guess you can go and check in the email. Well, oh wait. So was it a trade offer that Florida did for you? If you received an email for that, you might still have the option in there to play with the trade. If not, it should show you in the email what they're offering you, and you can like put it back manually, I guess, which is a little clunky, but... Alright, so we have 2 runners on, nobody out. Kirby Puckett is the batter. He already has a home run. 1-2. Oh, that was a liner to third, but Kevin Young dropped it. The bases are going to be loaded. There's nobody out. And that brings up John Kruk to the... Oh, you gotta love it, don't you? Yeah, it's... I'm not sure about, like, the logic behind the coding of that, but... It's like to me, it's like the way that it's coded is that the way that the trade offer from the computer comes in is a separate entity from you making the trade offer, and there's no equivalency there. If that makes sense, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't, but anyway. Bases loaded, nobody out. John Kruk is the batter. That would be a perfect opportunity for him to hit his first home run of the season. Full count. Oh, he walks in a run. I'll take it. 3 runs. Woo! It is now 5-3. Still nobody out. Kent Herbeck is the batter now. 0-2. Oh, he struck out looking. I do not like that at all. Ruben Rivera is next. 1-1. That's it to right. Oh, that's a base hit. Only 1 run scores still, so it is now 5-4 for the Pirates. The Expos slowly coming back into this one. The bases are still loaded. There's only 1 out. Charles Johnson is the batter. 0-2. Oh, he struck out. That's not good, folks. We need a base hit now from Jeff King. He can do it. I trust Jeff King. Come on. 0-2. And that's a base hit to center. That's why I trust Jeff King. We have a tie game. It is 5-5 thanks to a base hit by Jeff King. Wow. All right. Still bases loaded. There's 2 outs now. Ken Giard comes in as a reliever for the Pirates. Walt Weiss is the batter. 1-2. Oh, struck out. We managed to tie the game. We had a great opportunity to do some more damage too, so it's a little bit disappointing. I'm gonna bring in a righty here, and that's gonna be John Duris. Let's bring John Duris in for 1 inning. Oh, the Pirates are bringing in a pinch hitter already. Dave Magadan is coming in as a pinch hitter, the lefty against the righty. John Duris on the mound now. We have a tied 5-5 game in the top of the 7th. 1-2. Dave Magadan hits it to the pitcher. That's out number 1. Paul Konarko is next. 3-1 to him. Grounds it to third. He's thrown out for out number 2. That brings up Naifi Perez. 1-1. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out for out number 3. All right. John Duris does pretty good here in inning number 7, and we are going into the bottom of the 7th. Still a tie game, and I'm bringing in a pinch hitter. Ken Giard is still on the mound for the Pirates. I'm bringing in Brett Barbary if I can not lose him in my desktop. One and 0. Grounds it to first, and that's out number 1. Delino De Shields is next, 0-1. Grounds it to first as well, and that's out number 2. Wow, we have 2 quick grounders to first, and it's already 2 outs. Kirby Puckett is next, however. No count. That's it to center. Sean Green is after it. He should get it. No, it's above his head. All right. And that's going to be a triple for Kirby Puckett. All right, Kirby Puckett with the 2-out triple. So now we need a base hit from John Kruk. 2 outs, 1 and 2. Oh, that's popped to the shortstop, and that's out number 3. Still a 5-5 game. And we're going to go with John Cerruti. Right, he's facing Joe Biasucci first, who is coming in as a pinch hitter. 3-0. Top of the 8, 5-5. And he walks on 4 pitches. That's not good. Sean Green is next. Runner on first. Nobody out. 1-0. Oh, he tries to bunt, but he misses. 1-2. That's it to left. River after it. Catches it for out number 1. Did I see a Blue Cross Blue Shield sign on the wall in Montreal? I mean, I don't believe that there's that insurance option in Canada, but I could be wrong. Marty Neff is the next batter. Runner on first. 1 out. 0-2. Struck out. Take a seat. 2 outs now for J Bell. 1-1. Grounds it to short. And he takes it to the second base for out number 3. Alright, Matt Pontbriand is the new pitcher for the Pirates here in the bottom of the 8. He's a lefty facing Kenterbeck. Kenterbeck has decent power against lefties, so I like to keep him there for that reason. 1-1. Pretty tight game here in Montreal. And that's it to right, but I believe that Van Slyke is going to be there, and he is. That's out number 1. Oh, and they're bringing in Tim Wakefield as a reliever. Ruben Rivera is going to be the batter now with 1 out, 0-1. Oh, that's it. Weakly to right. Van Slyke is there. That's out number 2. Alright, Charles Johnson is next. Full count. That's a base hit to center for Charles Johnson. So after 2 outs, we get a base hit. Now, of course, we need another base hit to score him, and Jeff King is the batter. No count. Oh, Charles Johnson is going, and he's easily taken out at second base. All right, we're going into the top of the 9th. Still deadlocked at 5 runs apiece. Kevin Young leads off the 9th for the Pirates. 0-1 to him. Grounds it to third, and no throw. That's going to be an infield single. Kyle Washington comes in as a pinch hitter, I believe. Yes, he is. Runner on first, nobody out. 0-1. Oh, he's drilled. That's not good. Alright, so runners on first and second now. Nobody out. Dave Magadan is the batter. I'm gonna pitch to him with the lefty. 0-1. Alright, he tried to bunt and he missed. 0-2 now. And that's a liner to short, and that's out number 1. Alright, I think I'm gonna bring in a righty to face Paul Konerko. Gonna go with my closer. We need to shut this thing down. Alright, Paul Konerko is the batter. There's runners on first and second, 1 out, 1-2. I brought in Steve Olin. Strikeout swinging. That's out number 2. Now Naifi Perez is next with 2 outs, 2 on, 1-2. Struck out swinging. Oh yeah. The manager is being rewarded for bringing in the closer in a non-save situation. And we're going into the bottom of the 9th. Stan Belinda is going to come and pitch for the Pirates. I believe it is their closer. Jeff King is the first one to face him in the bottom of the 9th. 1-0. Grounds it to short. And that's a good throw to first. That's out number 1. Walt Weiss is next. 2-2 to him. That's a base hit to center. Alright. Alright, so Walt Weiss gets on base with 1 out. That's a perfect opportunity to bring in Jody Reed as a pinch hitter. I only have righties left, so it doesn't quite matter. No count. Oh, the runner is going, and he's safe. Alright, Walt Weiss with the stolen base. That's 2 for him this season. Runner in scoring position, 1 out. I was going to say Steve Reed. Jody Reed is the batter. Full count to him. That's a base hit to center. Come on, Walt Weiss. Go, legs, go. And that's another W for the Expos. All right. That's not a walk-off home run, but that's still walk-off fashion. We won in dramatic fashion in inning number 9. Yet again, we were down, this time 5-0. We came back to win this one 6-5. I like my team this year. I'm able to come back in games. I'm able to do things. Oh, there's been a brawl, and Don Mattingly and Aaron Seal got to hit each other. Mattingly will miss 5 games, and Aaron Seeley will miss 6 games. And it's finished today. Alright, nothing is happening, so we're gonna go ahead and play game number 3, last game of the 3-game series against the Pirates. So this time, the Pirates are gonna go with John Smiley on the mound, the lefty. He should be around a 3-star talent. Yeah, he is a 3-star. We're gonna go with Hideo Nomo, who had a pretty good start in his last start, so hopefully we can come back. We're still second in the East. Everybody else is winning. This is crazy. All right, let's get to it, and then I might be able to sneak in a nap today. Always good to take a nap. All right, Charles Johnson is tired, so I'm gonna go ahead and put in Russ McGinnis in instead. I think I'm going to go with that here. Alright, the Pirates are going to go with Sean Green leading off. Martin F. is going to be batting second. Kevin Young, Andy Van Slyke, Jay Bell, Jerry Brooks, Eric Owens, and Paul Konerko. Alright, I'm making 1 substitution. Charles Johnson is tired. Sadly, it's against a lefty. He usually smashes those pretty good. So we're bringing in Russ McGinnis instead. And that's the only substitution I'm making because my team is on a roll. Alright, go Expos and play ball. Alright. Alright, so Hideo Nomo on the mound. I'm looking for a dominant performance today. I haven't had a truly dominant performance by Hideo Nomo yet. I'm looking for one now. Alright, Sean Green leading off the first for the Pirates. 2-0 to him. Oof. Lead-off home run for Sean Green. Alright, so for the third game in a row, the Pirates score in the first inning, but I still won the first 2 games of the series. Alright, Marty Neff now the batter. Already 1-0 for the Pirates. Grounds it to second base. The Shields with the throw. That's out number 1. Alright. With 1 out, Kevin Young is now the batter. 1-2. Oh god, he got hit by the ball. Handy Van Slyke is next. 1 out, runner on first. 1-0. Grounds it to first. We only get the lead runner at second base. That's a fielder's choice. 2 outs now for Jay Bell. No count. That's it to right. John Kruk is there. That's out number 3. Alright, so Hideo Nomo dropped a pitch that Sean Green punishes, and it is a 1-0 lead for the Pirates. Delino the Shields takes up the bat here against John Smiley in the bottom of the first. Full count for the Shields. And he walks. Alright. So runner on first, nobody out. The runner also has wheels. John Kruk is going to be the batter. No count to him. The Shields goes, and he's out. Ugh. This is where I miss Marquise Grissom so much. Grissom was almost never taken out trying to steal. Alright, John Kruk now. 0-1 to him. That's it to left, and that's cut by Neff for out number 2. Kirby Puckett is next, 0-2. Grounds it down the line in left, and I believe that's going to be extra bases. It is a double for Kirby Puckett. Alright, so 2 out double for the Expos. Ruben Rivera is next. 1-2. Oh, that's a bad throw. Alright, so the runner ends up at third base on the play. 2-2 to Rivera. Grounds it to first, and he is out for out number 3. Alright, it is still 1-0 for the Pirates with Jerry Brooks now the batter. Full count. That's it to right. John Kruk after it, and he can't get to it. It hits the fence, and that's going to be a triple for Brooks. Ugh, leadoff triple. Those usually come to score. Alright, Eric Owens is next. Runner on third, nobody out. 3-1. And he walks. Alright, so it looks like Hideo Nomo doesn't have his best stuff today. Paul Konerko now, runners on first and third, nobody out. Full count. Alright, John Kruk after it in right. Gets it. The throw. Alright, nobody scores on that. Nobody advances. So same situation, but with 1 out for John Smiley. Full count. Struck out swinging. Oh, and the runner goes, but he's safe at second base. Alright, so Owens is safe with his 5th stolen base of the season. So there's 2 runners in scoring position, 2 outs for Sean Green, 2-0. That's it to right. John Kruk is going after it. He gets it for out number 3. All right. All right, nobody out, of course. Bottom of the second. Ken Turbeck leading off against John Smiley, 2-0. That's a base hit to left. That's going to be a single for Herbeck. All right, so our leadoff batter gets on base. And now we have Russ McGuinness, who's fitting in for Charles Johnson today. All right, run around first, nobody out. No count. That's it weakly to center. Should be cut by Sean Green. It is. That is out number 1. Alright, run around first. 1 out. Jeff King is next. 0-2. Oh, that's it weakly, but that's going to be an infield single. Alright. Infield single for Jeff King. 2 on, 1 out. Walt Weiss is the batter. Full count. That's a base hit to center. Walt Weiss pulls through yet again. He's had a good series against the Pirates. That scores the tying run. It is a 1-1 game. Alright, Hideo Nomo comes to bat. 2 on, 1 out. No count. He bunts. Advances both runners with a sacrifice hit. But now there's 2 outs, so we absolutely need a base hit from Delino to Shields. 3-1, and he walks. So just like that, the bases are loaded. There's 2 outs, and John Kruk is the batter. 2-2. That's it to left, and that should be cut by Neff there. It is. That's the end of the inning, but at least we managed to tie the game. It is tied at 1 going into the top of the 3rd here at Olympic Stadium. Oh, this is an afternoon game. We are in the 3rd inning, and it is 1:53 p.m. Not in real life, in the game, of course. Alright, Marty Neff, the batter, 2-1. Alright, that's fly to center. Kirby Puckett is there, that's out number 1. Kevin Young is the next batter with 1 out. No count. Grounds it to short. The throw by Walt Weiss, and that is out number 2. Andy Van Slyke, no count to him. Grounds it to first, and he's out. The Pirates are down in order in inning number 3. Still 1-1 here with Kirby Puckett facing off against John Smiley. Full count to Kirby Puckett. Grounds it to second, and he's out. Ruben Rivera is next. Full count. Strike 3, looking. Alright, that brings up Kent Herbeck with 2 outs. 3-0. And he walks on 4 pitches. Russ McGuinness is next. Runner on first, 2 outs, 1-1. That's it to center. Sean Green. Oh, that's above his head. Alright, run, little guy, run. That's a double, RBI double for Russ McGuinness. We are now up 2-1 here in inning number 3. Jeff King is next. 2-0. Grounds it to the pitcher. He's thrown out at first for out number 3. The Expos do take the lead thanks to an RBI double by Russ McGuinness. We are going into the top of the 4th, up by 1. Jay Bell leading off the inning for the Pirates. Full count. And he walks. That brings up Jerry Brooks next, 2-1. Flies it to center. Kirby Puckett is after it. He gets it for out number 1. The runner has to retreat to first base. Eric Owens with 1 out. Full count. Struck out swinging. Paul Konarko is next. Full count. Oh, struck out looking. And that's the end of the inning for the Pirates. That ended with 2 strikeouts. Alright, Walt Weiss leading off the bottom of the 4th for us. 2-2. That's a base hit to right. Wow, Walt Weiss here doing things and stuff. Hideo Nomo is the next batter. He's probably gonna bunt here. 0-2. He does. And that's a sacrifice hit that is successful. Walt Weiss makes it to second base on the play. There's one out, runner in scoring position for Delino the Shields, 2-2. That's it to center, it's gonna fall in. Walt Weiss is not going for home. So there's a runner on first and third. There's one out. John Kruk is the batter, 1-1. That's it to left. This time it falls in for him, and it is a 3-1 game thanks to a single by John Kruk. Alright, one out, two on for Kirby Puckett, 2-0. Grounds it to third, and that's a double play. That's the end of the inning. We did score a run thanks to John Kruk with a single. It is 3-1 for the Expos here going into the top of the fifth. John Smiley leads off the fifth for the Pirates, 0-2. Struck out swinging. Sean Green is the batter now, 0-1. That's it weekly. And that's cut by Walt Weiss for out number 2. That brings up Martin Neff, full count to him. And he struck out looking. Alright, so after kind of a shaky start here, Hideo Nomo is pitching a lot better. We're going into the bottom of the fifth. Still up 2 with Ruben Rivera leading off against John Smiley. No count to him. That's going to be extra bases. That's it to center all the way to the fence. Rivera goes past second. That's going to be a triple for Ruben Rivera. So that's our turn to get a leadoff triple. And now Kent Herbeck is going to be the batter. Runner on third. Nobody out. 0-1. Grounds it to first. Alright, and that's out number 1. The runner does not come to score. Russ McGinnis is next, 2-1. Oh! Ruben Rivera tried to steal home. That's only the second time I've seen that play. The first time I've seen it was not while I was streaming, and it was successful. It was Ray Langford that had stole home against me, and it worked. Ruben Rivera just tried to steal home, and it didn't work. So there's 2 outs now. There's nobody on anymore. Full count for Russ McGinnis. Grounds it to third, and he's thrown out at first for out number 3. That is such a rare play. I always like it when I see it because it's very rare. Kevin Young leads off inning number 6 for the Pirates. No count for him. Alright, Kirby Puckett goes after it. And that's out number 1. Andy Van Slyke is next, 1-0. Rivera after it, and that's out number 2. Alright, Jay Bell now with 2 outs, 1-2. And he struck out looking. That's out number 3. The Pirates are down in order yet again. Alright, Jeff King leading off the bottom of the 6th against John Smiley, 2-1 to him. That's it to center. That's going to be extra bases all the way to the fence. And that's going to be a double for Jeff King against his former team. Alright, so we have a runner in scoring position and nobody out for Walt Weiss. No count. Grounds it to second. And he's thrown out at first on the play. Jeff King makes it to third base. And now Hideo Nomo is the batter. Runner on third and 1 out. Full count for Nomo. And he struck out swinging. So now we need a base hit from Delino the Shields. Oh, no count to him. And they're going to walk him. So that they can face John Kruk, but they're bringing in a righty to face him. Paul Wagner is now on the mound. 2-0 to John Kruk. It's a to center, and that's cut by Sean Green for out number 3. We fail to add to our lead. It is now, or still, 3-1. Top of the 7th. Nomo is still on the mound. Jerry Brooks is the batter now. 0-2. Oh, that's not it very well, and that's cut by Jeff King at third base for out number 1. Eric Owens is next, 1-2 to him. Struck out swinging. Paul Konarko is next, full count. And he struck out as well. Wow, Hideo Nomo is laser focused. After that I criticized the start of his game, he took it to heart. Right, Kirby Puckett leading off the bottom of the 7th. Paul Wagner is still on the mound, 0-1. That's it to left. Neff is there. That's out number 1. Ruben Rivera is next, 2-2. Struck out swinging. Kent Herbeck is next, 2 outs, 1-1. That's it to center, but not very deep. Sean Green is after it, and he catches it for out number 3. Nothing to see for the Expos in the bottom of the 7th. We're going into the top of the 8th. The Expos are still up 3-1. Joe Biasucci comes in as a pinch hitter facing Hideo Nomo. 1-2. And that's a strikeout. That's 9 strikeouts for Hideo Nomo in this start. Sean Green is next, 3-1. And he walks. Alright, Dave Magadan comes in as a pinch hitter. 1-1. That's a base hit to right. Alright, it's starting to... The Pirates are wanting to tie the game or something. Alright, so Magadan gets to second base on the play. There's 2 runners in scoring position now. There's only 1 out. Kevin Young is the batter. 1-2. Struck out. Andy Van Slyke is next. 1-1. Grounds it to second. And just like that, we're out of the inning. We did not allow a run. It is still 3-1. Going into the bottom of the 8th, Bronson Eflin, is going to be the pitcher now for the Pirates. Russ McGinnis is facing him off now, 2-0. And that's it, weekly in foul territory, and that's cut. It wasn't clear. It was cut. That's 1 out. Jeff King is next, 1-2. Grounds it to short. That's going to be an infield single. Jeff King continues to terrorize the opposition with his hitting. And that brings up Wall twice now with 1 out. Runner on first, 0-1. Grounds it to second, and he's thrown out at first for out number 2. Oh, what to do here? I think we've seen enough of Hideo Nomo. I'm gonna go ahead and pull him. I'm gonna bring in Luis Polonia as a pinch hitter. Nomo was pitching pretty well, but he was almost at 120 pitches and whatnot, so let's play it safe. I don't need for him to get a torn rotator cuff or something. Alright, so runner on second, 2 outs. Luis Polonia is next, full count to him. Grounds it to the pitcher, and he is thrown out for out number 3. We are going into the top of the 9th. Save situation. I'm gonna bring in my closer for a 3rd game in a row. Hopefully he can do this. He's slightly tired. Jay Bell is now the batter for the Pirates. 1-0. Flies it to left, and Rivera is there for out number 1. Brings up Jerry Brooks, 0-1. That's it to left, also cut by Rivera. That was it pretty hard, but it was cut for out number 2. Now Eric Owens is the batter, last out for the Pirates, 1-0. Grounds it to short. He's thrown out at first, and just like that, the Expos swept the Pirates in a 3-game series at home. So 3 games in a row, the Pirates took the lead in the top of the first, and I won all 3 games regardless. This is some resilience there. I like that. Really good start for Nomo. He only gave up 3 hits, he walked 3 and struck out 10 in 8 innings. So that's 2 good starts in a row for Nomo. I like that. We need for him to be our ace. That's as simple as that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and finish today. Alright, so we are 1 game behind now. Look at us, 1 game behind the Phillies. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the game. And we have a 4-game series coming against the Cubs. So usually how that works is that if I am going to play it during the weekend, I'm probably going to do the 4 games in one sitting. If I end up doing that during the week, I'm probably going to cut it in half, 2 sessions of 2 games each. But yeah, we swept the Pirates, and look at us, we are 15-6. That is night and day compared to last year when we finished 70-92. Alright, so that's gonna be it for me today. I'm starting to really be sleepy, so as usual, I want to thank you for tuning in. Thanks to you, Kim, for being there. I know you're playing Franchise Hockey Manager in the background. That's okay. I'm not jealous or anything. Let me know how that goes with the Sharks and if you're able to turn them around in terms of salary. But anyway, so until I roll this game again, I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.